In this session, we are going to start a new chapter which is fractions, decimals and the rational numbers. First we are discussing about the fractions, and after solving the few exercises on fractions, we are going to discuss about the decimals and the rational numbers. Now see what is meant by the fraction. Here, you know already what is meant by the fraction. You have done in the previous classes. A part of the whole we call it as a fraction. Now, if you want to represent these fractions in the form of the figures, let us consider the few figures here. Suppose if you want to represent 1 by 2 in this one. How do you represent 1 by 2 in this one here? You need to check the denominator and what is meant by the denominator. Here, if you have written anything in the form of the fraction, this number, above number we call it as a numerator and below the number we call it as a denominator. Here you need to check what is the denominator first. Since here 2 is the denominator, you have to divide this figure into 2 parts. So, let us divide. You can divide in any way. And now see the numerator. What is the numerator here? 1. So, you need to shade one part among this part. This part is nothing but half. Like this you need to represent. Suppose if you want to represent here 2 by 3. Here. That means what is the first step? You need to check what is the denominator. Here the denominator is 3. So divide this figure into 3 parts. So we have divided 1, 2, 3. In that how many parts we need to shade? We need to shade 2 parts since the numerator is 2. So here you need to shade here 2 parts. So this is nothing but the representation of 2 by 3. If you want to represent this one, so suppose consider 1 by 3 or consider 1 by 4. So here in the denominator which number is there? 4. So you need to divide this one into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Since the numerator is 1, you need to shade here 1 part. Like that you can represent if you have divided any figure in the form of the fraction. So here what is meant by the fraction? Fraction is nothing but a part of the whole, we call it as a fraction. Now see the types of fractions. Here the next one is the types of fractions. In that the first one is the proper fraction. What is the first one? Which is the proper fraction. What is the proper fraction? If the numerator is less than the denominator, that we call it as a proper fraction. Consider 1 by 2. Here you can observe that the numerator is less than the denominator. That means the denominator should be the bigger number compared to that of the numerator. Consider 3 by 5. Consider 7 by 11. These are all the proper fractions. What is meant by the proper fraction? If the numerator is less than the denominator, we call that as a proper fraction. Now here, see the next fraction which is nothing but the improper fraction. What is meant by the improper fraction? The reverse of the proper fraction. If the numerator is greater than the denominator, we call it as an improper fraction. Consider here 3 by 2 and consider 5 by 3. These are all the improper fractions here. What is meant by the improper fraction here? The numerator should be the bigger number compared to that of the denominator. So how do you define improper fraction? If the numerator is greater than the denominator, we call it as an improper fraction. Now we can write this improper fraction in the form of the mixed fraction. That is the next type. So here consider the next one, which is the mixed fraction. What are mixed fractions here? If you have given any improper fraction, you can convert that improper fraction into the mixed fraction. Or if you have given any mixed fraction, you can convert that one into the improper fraction. Suppose here, improper fraction is in the form of like this, 1 by 2. It is an improper fraction. The improper fractions consists of 2 parts, which is this part and this part. This part we call it as an integral part. And the other part, you know that this part we call it as a fractional part. So, improper fraction is nothing but the fraction which is in the form of, it contains 2 parts, which is nothing but the integral part and the fractional part. And the the improper and the mixed fraction, we can convert this mixed fraction into the improper fraction and the improper fraction into the mixed fraction. Now, how do you convert this mixed fraction into the improper fraction? Let's see it here. Suppose you have given 3 by 2. They asked to convert this one into the mixed fraction. How do you convert here? Just divide 2. 2 ones are 2. So what will be the remainder in 1? This one you need to write in the form of the anti-clockwise direction. So write it here 1 by 2. How do you write here? 1 by 2. Like that you can do it. Or otherwise from here also you can do it here. 2 ones are 2. How much will be remain? 1 will be remain by 2. Like that also if you do it. So here consider one more problem, 11 by 3. If you want to convert this one into the mixed fraction, how do you convert? You need to divide 3 with 11. So here 3 3s are 9. And what will be the remainder? 2. So how do you write? You can write 3 like this, in this direction. 3, 2 by 3. Like that you need to write it. If you have given improper fraction. Now see how do you convert if you have given mixed fraction into the improper fraction. So here consider 5, 2 by 3. Here you know that it is a mixed fraction because it contains an integral part and the fractional part. Now you need to convert this one into the improper fraction. How you do here? First you need to multiply these two values. So if you multiply, what you get? 5 into 3, which is 15. And after getting the result, that result you need to add to the numerator. So 5 into 3, which is 15, plus 2, which is nothing but 17 by 3. Now consider one more example. Here 6, 2 by 5. So what we need to do? We need to multiply these two values. What is the value of 6 into 5? 30. And after that you have to add this 2. 30 plus 2, which is 32 by 5. So we got the improper fractions. So if you have given any mixed fraction, that you can convert into the improper fraction, or if you have given any improper fraction, that you can convert into the mixed fraction. Mixed fraction is nothing but it contains an whole number and an proper fraction. These two together we call it as an improper mixed fraction. Or otherwise you can define the mixed fraction consists of two parts, which is an integral part and the other one is a fractional part. The integral part is in the form of the whole number and the fractional part is in the form of the proper fraction. Now see the next fraction, which is the like fractions. What are like fractions? In a fraction, if all the denominators are same, we call it as a like fractions. Consider 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 4 by 3. These are the like fractions since the denominators are same. If the denominators are same, we call it as a like fraction, otherwise we call it as an unlike fractions. Now here we are going to discuss one important thing, which is the comparison of fractions. The next one is comparison of fractions. How do you compare two fractions? That means if you have given any two fractions, how you can check which fraction is the bigger one. Suppose consider here 1 by 9 and 3 by 9. Here you can observe that these fractions are like fractions because here the denominators are same. Here if you want to compare 1 by 9 and 3 by 9, here how do you compare? First you need to check the denominator. Here you can observe that since the denominators are same, you can compare the numerators. Among 1 and 3, what is the bigger number? Since 3 is the bigger number, you can see that 3 by 9 is the bigger fraction compared to that of the this one, 1 by 9. Suppose if you have given 2 by 5 and 1 by 5. Here these are also like fractions since the denominators are same. So if you want to check what is the biggest fraction among these two fractions, if you want to compare these two fractions, just you need to check the numerator. Since here 2 is the bigger number, you can say that 2 by 5 is greater than 1 by 5. Suppose if the denominators is not same, consider here 2 by 3 and 3 by 5. Now among these two fractions, which fraction is the biggest fraction? If you want to compare these two fractions, how can you compare these two fractions? Here you can observe that the denominators are not same. If the denominators are same, we can easily compare the numerators. Since the denominators are not same, what we need to do? We need to make the denominators as equal. So here, if you want to make the denominators as equal, what we need to do? Here, consider this first fraction 2 by 3 into, here you need to see the next fraction denominator. What is the next fraction denominator here? 5. This 5 you need to multiply and divide with the first fraction. 2 by 3 into 5 by 5. Now consider the second one, 3 by 5. Now you need to multiply with this denominator. So what is this denominator here? 3. So multiply and divide with 3. So what will get here? 5 into 2 which is 10 and 3 into 5 which is 15. Similarly here 3 into 3 which is 9 and 5 into 3 which is 15. So here you have given two fractions. Since we cannot compare these two fractions because the denominators are not same, what we have done here, we make the denominators as equal by multiplying this number, and for this fraction we multiplied and divided with this number, so that you can observe that here the denominators are same. So we have written this 2 by 3 as 10 by 15 and we have written this 3 by 5 as 9 by 15. Now you can observe that since the denominators are same, you can now compare the numerators. Among between 10 and 9, what is the biggest number here? 10. So you can say that this fraction is the biggest compared to that of the fraction. That means this fraction is the biggest one. Like that you need to compare two fractions. That means if you want to compare any two fractions, what we need to do? First we have to check the denominators. If the denominators are equal, we can easily compare the numerators. If the denominators are not equal, you have to change the denominators into the equal by multiplying the other denominator parts. Now here, see the next one. Suppose if you have given three fractions, consider 1 by 2, 1 by 3 and 3 by 5. Consider these three fractions. If you want to compare these three fractions, how do you compare? If you have given two fractions, what we have done? We have made the denominators are equal by multiplying here. So here also we have to make the denominators are equal, but what we need to do here? We need to take the LCM of these denominators. If you want to take the LCM of these denominators, what we can write? 2, 3 and 5. Take the LCM of these three values. So here 2 ones 2 and 3 you can write it is 5 also, because these values does not exist in the truth table. Again here 3 ones 5 and again 5 1 1. So what is the LCM here? 2 into 3 into 5. So what is the value of 2 into 3 which is 6? 6 into 5 which is 30. So here what is the LCM here? We got here 30. So here you need to make the denominator as 30. So what is the step here? If you have given more than 3 fractions, more than 2 fractions, you need to take the LCM of the denominators. After taking the LCM of the denominators, you got it here 30. So here you have to make the denominators as 30. Now take the first fraction which is 1 by 2. Here you need to make this denominator as 30. So if you want to make this denominator as 30, which number you need to multiply here? You need to check in truth table when you will get 30. You know that 2 into 15 is nothing but 30. So multiply and divide with 15. So you get here 15 by 30. Now here take the second one which is 1 by 3. Again you need to multiply here so that you have to get the denominator as 30, which is our LCM of these denominators. So you know that 3 into 10 is 30. So multiply with 10. You will get 10 by 30. Now take here 3 by 5. Again check it when you will get 30 here. 5 6 are 30, right? So here multiply with, divide with 5, 6 and this one also. What will get? 6 is 80. Now you can observe that the denominators are same in all these fractions. Now you can compare these fractions here. So here in case of 1 by 2, what we need to write here? 15 by 30. So in place of 1 by 3, here we can write 10 by 30. And after that in place of 3 by 5, you can write 18 by 30. Here denominators are not same. Now you can compare here because the denominators are same here. Now if you want to write this one in an ascending order, what is meant by the ascending order from smallest to the biggest? So here, what is ascending order here? What is the smallest fraction here? Among 15, 10 and 18, what is the smallest number? 10. So this is the smallest one. After that, 15 by 30, which is the smallest one. And after that, 18 by 30. It is the smallest one. Now write it. What is 10 by 30 is nothing but 1 by 3. And what is 15 by 30? 15 by 30, which is 1 by 2. And after that, what is the next fraction? 3 by 5. Like this, you can compare it. So, if you want to compare any fractions, what we need to do, if you have given two fractions, just you need to multiply so that the denominators will be equal. And if you have given more than two fractions, then you need to take the LCM so that you have to make the denominator as same. Like that, you can compare the fractions. So, up to now, what we have discussed about the fraction. What is meant by the fraction? A part of the whole we call it as a fraction. And after that, we discuss how to represent the fractions in terms of the figures. And after that, we discuss the types of fractions in that. We discuss the proper fraction, improper fraction, mixed fraction, like fractions, and comparison of fractions. In the next session, I will give these definitions notes. From this session is complete.